your next comedian. So fun, we're so happy to have him, everyone. Give it up as loud as you can for Alon Elian!
Thank you, this is Alon. Please give it up for Robert. I'm gonna start off by doing a few characters. This first one is the guy who's in a cult, but he knows it. What? Oh no, yeah, I know it's a cult. I like it. Thank you. This is the Jewish cannibal. Hi, how are you? So I can eat you, or what's going on? This is the social studies teacher, the high school social studies teacher, who expects a lot from his students. All right, guys, settle down, take your seats. Let's rap for a second. So I need to borrow some money again. Thanks. This last one is a two-parter. This is the guy at the wedding who can dance. This is the guy at the wedding who can't dance. Thank you. You know what's funny? If you say you can't tell the difference between Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese people, it comes off as pretty racist. But if you say you can, it seems much worse. Be careful about how you identify people. I'm a Middle Eastern guy. You see me walking down the street, you might be like, oh, that guy looks pretty Middle Eastern. Like a pretty Middle Eastern looking guy. Doesn't sound so bad. If you see a guy and you're like, oh my God. Look how fucking Chinese that Biked over here on my bicycle. Anyone else? Keeping it tight? No? Love riding my bike in the city. Always scared of getting my bike stolen. I've had a bike stolen before. It really, really sucks. But I think that I have found a way to not be so scared of that anymore. I think what you have to do is every time you lock up your bike, you have to disguise it as a shrine for a dead kid. You know those ghost bikes they have around? No one's gonna mess with that. You know? In fact, I honestly think that wouldn't be such a bad way to market a product, you know? To you know, maybe like a Kickstarter, like I could make a kit for that, you know, like a heart of dead flowers with a cross in the middle, maybe a candle that's been rained on. Like a picture of a teenage girl in like a soccer uniform. Imagine the Kickstarter for that. Hey, did a loved one of yours recently die in a tragic bike accident? No? A would-be bike thief doesn't need to know that. Hey, I'm Alon Elian. And with the Shrine Guard system, you can disguise your bike security as sorrow and grief. You guys want to win some prizes? I'm going to ask a few questions. These are yes or no questions. Please do not yell anything out. Please raise your hand. I'll pick on you, and then you can answer the question. All right, you got the answer right, you win a prize. Yep. Let's get rolling. Question number 1. At my bar mitzvah, did the girl that I had a crush on dance with me and then look over at her friends and audibly say, I have to dance with him. It's his bar mitzvah. In the back?
Me? Yes, she did.
That is correct. Please come up and collect your prize. You win. I got some more stuff in here. This is a, what do I got here? Oh, this is a shuttlecock filled with letters I will never send my father. No, please do not. Very nice. Question number 2, still a lot more prizes to win. What soundtrack do I listen to at work until I sometimes start crying at work? Is it the soundtrack to Hook? It's a yes or no, it's a 50-50 shot.
No.
That is incorrect. Would anyone else like to guess? That is correct. Prize. You win some gauze. Some of it is loose, some of it is in a pack. But all of it is from me to you. Question number 3, last question, biggest prize. Am I sometimes overwhelmed by my own consciousness? Do I stop for a second and realize that every moment of the day I'm this living, breathing, thinking thing, and I never stop experiencing. You know, my mind never turns off. Even when I sleep, I dream, so I never really get a moment of a break. And I think of how tiring and weird and intense that could be to just experience every single moment. And in those moments, do I ever stop and think if it's worth going on?
Yes.
That is actually incorrect. I'm a pretty positive guy. I have a lot of hobbies. That is incorrect. Sir?
No.
That is correct. Come up and collect your prize. Oh my God, what's it going to be? Whoa, what's this? You dropped this as you were coming up on the stage. What is this? It's a letter to me. Oh my God. You wrote a letter to me? This is so... Should he read it? I don't know what this is.
Dear Alon, I'm sorry for interrupting your set. It was the best set of the night. There are just a few things I have to say.
Let's hear him out.
I wanted to take a minute and thank you on behalf of everyone. These last 4 to 6 minutes of watching you perform, I got the sense that you always do your best to spread joy to the people around you, both on and off stage.
This is a really sweet surprise.
I I think that needs to be recognized. So that's why I wrote and then printed out this letter to you moments ago. Let's all clap. Wait for applause. This is embarrassing. You guys could have clapped better. Alon deserves it. You seem like a really kind person. If I had to guess, I'd say you often help people with their luggage up the stairs in subway stations, give up your subway seat to pregnant women, and hand $1 to those kids and sell candy on the subway before kindly saying, "I don't need anything, just keep the $1." A lot of good can be done in subway stations. You make a wonderful father. Alon, can you take over? I'm getting really emotional. I can't stop crying.
Hold on, wait. What was your name? Tom, stay up here because, I mean, that was great, but, I feel like maybe you'll jump back into this. Maybe, I don't know what this is. Now, about Alon the comedian. I don't know if you really can call him a comedian because he's so much more. But if I had to make a list of the 3 funniest people I've ever seen in my life, you would be 2 out of those 3 people. Not really how lists work, but I do get the sentiment. The third, of course, is Lucille Ball. She died in 1989, the same year you were born. Coincidence? No, it's not. I think we all know it's not. So you're saying I'm the reincarnated Lucille Ball. You're also much taller than people think you are. If I had to estimate, I'd say you were about 6'3", but you could be much taller. That's true, a lot of people think it. Thank you for making us laugh, keeping us safe, and always asking how our weekend was. And then, when we tell you how our weekend was, but we don't ask you how yours was in return, you don't get mad because you're an emotionally resilient person. We don't deserve you or your height. Alon, can you give me back the letter? I have now finished crying. Oh, yes.
Thank you, Brady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, for that reason, I wanted to come up here and give you $40. I know it might not be much, but I really think you deserve it. If I say anything to the contrary about giving you the money after reading this, let's all ignore it because this is how I really feel. Again, if I say anything after reading this about the money, I'm just joking around. Here is $40.
Oh my God, Tom, wow.
Hands me $40.
Thank you, Tom.